Welcome back to Casual Bias Rugby. It is the Rugby World Cup Round 3 prediction time. And listen, I gotta shoot this video out quickly. Just got from work. The first game is about to start. I mean, it starts at 5:45. That's about an hour away. So we're pumping it out. Let's get into it. Starting off with tonight's game, we got Italy versus Uruguay. Now, to be fair, Uruguay put up an absolutely brilliant performance against France. Although you could say it's a second string French team, you still have to give credit where credit's due when it comes to this team. They quite made the impression on the rugby world, but I do see Italy as the favourites and the ones to take the victory. I got Italy, but not by many points. I think they might score like a try at the end to secure the victory. I think Italy by 12 points would be a fair shout. I think the betting odds are completely wrong on this one. Throw on a handicap on Uruguay with the plus 20, 24. You could still get some decent odds on that one. Moving on to tomorrow's game, we got the home nation, the hosting nation, France versus Namibia. I mean, pick your choice, 50, 60, 70 points. I'm going with France by 45 points. Yeah, I mean, Namibia, they're not going to put up a fight, to be honest. France, they'll be looking for a win that brings some confidence into this team. I don't think they played the best against the All Blacks, although they won the game. I don't think they'll be overly satisfied with the performance. Very happy with the result, not necessarily the performance, and then of course not against Uruguay. So I think they'll come out to get a statement victory. So France by 45 points for me. Moving on, you got Argentina versus Samoa. Now, I haven't necessarily forgiven Argentina for having me do the ultimate sin when it comes to South African rugby, and that is give England credit. Argentina was absolutely shocking in that game, but I do think they'll want to bounce back. I don't see Argentina losing this game at all, but it's no walkover victory against Samoa. I think Samoa was very decent against Chile. They've got a good team. They've been playing well when it comes to the Pacific Nations rugby. Of course, they'll be going for the upset victory. Samoa knows if they get this victory, they've got a big chance of going through into the quarterfinals. But I do have Argentina edging this one out, but not by too many. I've got Argentina by 9 points. Let me know what you think about that one. Moving on to Georgia, Portugal. Very impressed with both teams. I mean, of course, Georgia lost against Australia. But, you know, Georgia always pulls one out of the bag. And then Portugal, they did not look bad at all when it came to playing against Wales. I think Wales struggled for large parts of that game. If Portugal were a bit more clinical, they could have, I'm not saying they necessarily could have caused the upset, but they could have caused the upset. So this is a tight one. This is probably the game going for 4th and 5th place. I'm going with Georgia by 5 points. I think it's going to be close. I think both teams are going to come out firing, looking to score some points. Just looking to get a victory in this World Cup, because this might be their only victory in the World Cup. Although I still have Georgia doing something special against Wales. But I mean, we'll get into that when we get there. Moving on, you got England versus Chile. I'm not going to say too much about it. England with 40 points for me. Yeah, let's just move on. And then we get to the big games. South Africa, Ireland. And just read the name, people. There's no way on this earth that I'm backing Ireland to win this game. I know most people have probably got Ireland to win the game. I can't believe the betting odds is in South Africa's favour. Ireland has beat us, what? The last 3 times? Last 2 times? Of course, both teams on very good momentum. But I'm backing our boys to get it over the line. I'm saying the box by 6 points. And that means South Africa will also top the group. Well, most probably. I don't see us losing against Tonga, to be honest. But I have to back the boys. So I'm going box by 8, 7-1 split. I just think where South Africa might get the advantage is the boys coming from the bench. You know, the bomb squad that comes on. I just think the players from a bench, when it comes to squad depth, is a bit better than Ireland's. If Ireland gets off to a fast start, it's going to be a hard day out for our boys. But if we keep it tight, nice and neat, have the game close, and then have the bench to win the game for us, I think we'll pull it through with 6 points. So I'm going South Africa by 6. Moving on, we got Scotland versus Tonga. And I mean, I had so much hope for Tonga. I still have some hope for Tonga to pull it off against Scotland. I don't think they will. I've got Scotland to win this game by 11 points. But I was very disappointed with Scotland against Ireland. Not necessarily that they played bad, but like unforced errors. Couldn't catch the ball, made mistakes. They looked good on attack and then just threw it away. So Tonga did look like they had some threat to their attack, but overall, I think Scotland will have enough for this one. Of course, Scotland knows they have to get the upset victory over Ireland to progress. So I think they'll play their strongest team, get a dominant victory over Tonga, and then have their focus on Ireland. That is what would be ideal for Scotland. So I'm going Scotland with 11. And then moving on to the final game, and this is the big one. This is probably who's going to the quarterfinals when you look at Wales versus Australia. I would love Australia to win this game. Of course, just because they're Northern Hemisphere. I think the amount of disrespect that Eddie Jones has got the past while is almost uncalled for. He's trying to do the impossible in a couple of months. He's only got the team the other day. He's gone balls. He decided to throw in some other players into the team. Where you could say he should be ashamed a bit is not picking some of his more experienced players like the likes of Michael Hooper or Quade Cooper. But I've got Australia to get it over the line, but not by far. Australia by 5 points. So that is overall the predictions for round 3. Let me know what you think about it. Not who you want to win. Who do you think is going to win?